At the countdown finna come in. Countdown. Yeah, what's good? What's good, God?
Peace to the God. Peace, peace, peace.
Definitely peace, man. Peace, man. We got some. I want to just tap into the early Jaguar civilization of the Xi-Olmec, and I definitely want to break it down where Earth speaks. You know what I'm saying? Because you're bringing a lot of information to the TikToks and stuff like that, and especially these receipts that you've been navigating with online. So definitely. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you break it down, man. We're gonna start from the beginning. How did you came up with this information, where it came from, and also, you know, you speaking to the ancestors. So go ahead, go right ahead, man. Tap right into it.
Well, first I want to say I appreciate you having me on your channel. Thank you. I want to say peace to the gods and the goddesses out there. Before I get started, I want to say divine honors to the universe, divine honors to the sun, divine honors to our ancestors, and divine honors to the planet, of course. Of course, there's been a lot of literature put out by the colonizer that came here, um, stating certain histories, um, all come from Africa. The Olmec come from Africa or West Africa, and all of these different things. So today, I kind of just want to give you a little bit of insight of some of the uh, um, things that they were about, and hopefully that can show you the true origin of really where this all comes from.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I definitely want to tap into the receipts of what you got.
Oh, we got plenty of receipts. If you want to talk about the origin of the Olmec, right, you got to go into kind of what they said about it, right? So let's go ahead and talk about a little bit of what they said about it, and I'll show you a couple things really quickly. This is the Olmec. Can you see this?
Yeah, definitely, I can see it.
Okay, these are the Olmec heads, right? You've seen that they found 17 Olmec heads. We're going to get into a little bit of literature in a second. Well, let me zoom in on them so you can get a really good look and get familiar with what's in around this head, because they always just say, oh, look at the helmets, you know, which they are very fascinating. The helmets are very fascinating. But there's a lot more to that picture uh, and this picture and all the other depictions of the Olmec, for that matter. There are many of them. So we're going to get into what it all means. Are they African or not?
Yes.
Are they African? And really, really dig in.
Yeah,
It's
because
about time.
yeah, I saw that because a lot of people had a big discrepancy about that. The earlier civilization, you know what I mean, where it all began, and you know how old it date back to, and how old the the early colonization, and you know especially with the rivers and the motherland, how it all started, how it all began.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into okay, if you want to get into the beginning of things first, then we could do that. But yeah, the river systems, that's a whole nother animal that they're not never gonna answer that. You see what I'm saying? We have 250,000 rivers in just North America alone. equating up to about 3.5 million 3.5 million miles of river. Africa has 67 rivers. You see, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah,
we'll circle back to that. But the Olmec's actual name is the Tuttleshe. Their name wasn't the Olmec. They were called the Olmec because the colonizers and the Aztecs called them the rubber people, because they were taking rubber from the Panama tree. They didn't only take the rubber from the Panama tree. These are the descendants of the people who planted those trees. You see what I'm saying? There's 227 hyperdominant trees in the Amazon rainforest. And let me tell you, I know Sonnetter said that the birds pooped it there, but that's a whole fallacy. That's a whole I don't know what these people are talking about over there. They said that the Amazon rainforest, Sonnetter said that the Amazon rainforest was pooped there by birds.
mm-hmm. It was a
No,
big
my
argument.
friend.
That was a big argument because these Pan Africans still holding on to what they believe the so-called, the mother of civilizations.
That's the funniest thing I ever heard. That's the because I should have a forest on my car then. But that forest over there is hyper dominant. It was put there by people. In fact, the oldest forest on the planet is in Cairo, New York, right next to the second oldest forest on the planet in Gilboa. And that forest is planted with the milpa planting system. Also, is planted with, oh baby, yeah. You go look up the 3 trees. Matter of fact, you ain't gotta look it up. I'll bring them up later. Let's get into the Olmec origin, though. The Olmec, they say, come from West Africa, right? Some of them said that they was coming from West Africa. We're gonna get into it right now. Let's go ahead and get into it. Watch this. Let's go and get into it. Could y'all see my screen on that?
Yeah, I can see it when you bring it up.
See it? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta bring it
back
up
to you. Y'all got it right there? Okay. Look, now these.
I bring it up to your screen share is off the menu. You gotta bring it back.
I got you. Yeah. I got you. I got you. No problem. No problem. Let's go ahead and get you in there. Bop. How's that? Let's get the whole. This is. Everybody knows that is a depiction of Akhenaten. Over here. Yeah. This depiction over here, that ain't no Akhenaten. Let me tell you something. They say it's Akhenaten, though. But look, we're going to get into it. That ain't Akhenaten. Okay? Akhenaten has a very distinct face. You see his face? Ain't no disputing when you see Akhenaten. There he is. They're like, his face is very slender, and he looks like that in all the depictions for the people who've seen Akhenaten before. This ain't no Akhenaten. They did this for like old world stuff. They brought old world stuff over, stuff from here over to Egypt, the playland now. They done turned it into. But that's a sacred land they put. That's a power. That's a ley line. So let's get into it. Or what they say. It says, when evidence of the Olmec was first discovered in 1863, the scientists at first didn't know what to make of it, right? The questions were, where'd they come from and how'd they get here? It was first thought they were West African who had came across in boats. But now there is mounting evidence that the Olmec were, excuse me. Let me see if I can get this whole, nah, they ain't gonna let me get the whole thing off. Hold on. Excuse me real fast. Let me try to get it all the way in there. It says now, it says basically the rest of that receipt says now they're trying to say that they are remnants of the Xi dynasty, right? They're saying that they're the remnants of the Xi dynasty because they know that the Xi dynasty in Asia was the first dynasty. They know that. And there really ain't no getting away from it. You see what I'm saying? They know that. So but they trying to, here's them trying to act like this come from Asia. You see what I'm saying? Not Africa no more. Because the reason why they trying to switch up their pitch now is because all the work that we're all doing out here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. But they started seeing that the information that's getting put out there that there's 17 Olmec heads. They're all made out of basalt. Africa don't barely got no basalt, and it certainly ain't in West Africa. And you don't have no basalt heads either. Ethiopia got one now because we sent one there. You know, that's the beginning of them trying to act like it comes from there. 100 years from now, they'll say, oh, no, that was there. They dug that up right there. Like, you know what I mean? You know how they do with these Jones. That's why we writing our own books. We're starting our own books, man. We don't look, man, we don't need your books no more. But the Olmec civilization, and they moved it. They're starting to try to move the pendulum some. Oh no, actually we know because the Xi dynasty, and that's their name. Their actual name is the Tuttle Xi. XI. But Asia has 40 pyramids on all of Asia. You know how big Asia is, right? Okay. Yeah. On Asia, you got 40 pyramids. That's it. Mm-hmm. Period. You only have literally 40 pyramids on that whole continent. So it shows you we have thousands of pyramids. Thousands. Ain't no, oh, this came from here. Africa, you got a couple hundred pyramids, man. We got thousands. Just like they do with the rivers. We just was breaking down the rivers. You got 67 rivers. We got hundreds of thousands. That's just North America. I did not get into South America, who got another 2.7 million miles of rivers.
Facts.
I'm gonna show you these joints. And this is why none of them Signetter dudes want to come up here and deal with this right here, because there's plenty of discrepancies in that story. Plenty. I triple dog dare you. I want any one of them. But you know, I gotta put that out there. I put that out there on all the lives. Bring anybody. Bring your best minds. That's who I want. Come tell them to come and answer these questions.
Can you drop that receipt about the X part of the civilization?
Okay. Yes. Okay. This joint right here. I've dropped this video on my channel. Literally made history showing, because I am a student of the Weird Jaguar. Me myself. I'm going to show you, because these people were called the Weird Jaguar. They were called the people of the Weird Jaguar. They wasn't just called the Olmec. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what that is. The Weird Jaguar. Weird Jaguar. Go ahead.
Got to bring it back up in live again.
I got you. No problem. The Weird Jaguar. It means it's starting off at the baby, like literally. The Weird Jaguar starts off at the infant, man. I'm gonna bring you that receipt right now. I got you, no worries. I'm gonna give it to you. We got plenty receipts, y'all. No worries. Plenty. Okay. You see the weird jaguars. It
Okay.
resembles the
Okay.
babies known as the weird jaguars. Inference in scholarship of the Olmec art. You see? Now, when you're talking about that, here you go right here. You see the turned down mouth. I'm going to show you the full John. You see it right here. Turned down mouth right here, right? And the face. Watch. You see the X here in the face, right? I'm going to keep showing you. Watch this. I'm going to keep showing you. Let me drop the right receipt on you. Because I got plenty of these here receipts, y'all. Now, let's get into it real quick. As you can see here, this is an Olmec face, right? And when you look at this hieroglyphic, because that's what this is, you need to read it and try to understand what he's trying to tell you, looking you directly in your eyeballs. But as you can see here, you follow the contours of his face, and they make the X.
I could
You
definitely
see,
see that. I could definitely see that.
you can clearly see them making the X, right? And the turned down mouth is what symbolizes the weird jaguar. I'm going to show you more about it right now. You see how his mouth is turned down. Watch. You can see the mouth right there. You see that mouth turned down like that? See that? You see it here, mouth turned down. I'm going to show you one more so we get the full-blown picture of it. You can see it in all these statues. It's wild. You can see it here too. Look. And you can also see, this is the one I showed you earlier. You could also see the X, all that in the face right there. You see the turned down mouth. Okay. I'm going to show you right now why they did that. Also right here. This is one of my favorite receipts. This is one of my favorite ones. Look. You see the X in his belt. Clearly showing the X here. You see the elongated X here, right? You also see the turned down mouth. Some say that symbolizes the king or the pharaoh or whatever you want to call them. You know, they call them a million different things, so they throw you off. But you see the X sideways here, elongated, right? So we're going to show you right now why they used that weird jaguar. And by the way, jaguars are native to only here, ladies and gentlemen. They're native to, some people say, oh, the panther. Look, they evolved in North America. Ain't no panthers, ain't no nothing. I'm going to show you all that. Wasn't no panthers, wasn't no nothing. They evolved jaguars in North America, boss. So, as far as the jaguar, let me zoom in for you really, really, really good on his face. You see here the turned down mouth and the X in his face. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when you back up a little bit from this picture, and then I give this whole front John right here to you, watch this. Look at the contours of his face. You see it makes the X like they attempted to do in the Olmec heads. This is where, they always want to try to show you, look at the helmet. Nah, look at this. This is the most profound thing you're going to see. Watch this on there. You see the X, the contours of his face, because they are showing you their origins. They're literally showing you right in the face of the right in the face. Look, I'm going to show you. Look at that. Here's the origin of the Xi people. And you can see in that cat's face, you can see the contours of his face is the contours of the landmass itself, ladies and gentlemen. Same thing they were doing in the Olmec, John. You see it right in the hieroglyphic, all the hieroglyphics. You see it right there, literally. It's showing you the origin. You don't need nobody's books, man. You can look right there. You can look right at the hieroglyphic. Right there. Ain't no getting away from that. Ain't no getting away from that. You see? Now, when you going into the Tatoshi, otherwise known as the Olmec, you start to really having to deal with the languages. Like they are the beginning of the Manding languages. The Manding languages cover the Mandinka languages, Arabic. We got those. We have these receipts. We certainly do have these receipts for you. Arabic, Chinese, everything. That's what they're responsible for. Literally. Let me give you this other receipt. Yeah, I can hear you.
You got the other
I know.
Okay. That's that Wi-Fi.
I'm dropping.
Okay.
No, you good. Right. I was just, I don't want to be having to go through the whole process while I'm on the stream. So I just pull up the receipt so I don't have to. So I just showed y'all that the Jaguars literally evolved right here. Y'all can see right there. We ain't even going to sit there and play with them. Y'all see it right there? Put a 1 in the chat if you see that. What's going on, man? Oh, there was pumas. There were this and that. All that, man. Look out here, man. We ain't just using the cat. We ain't just using the cat. I used the cat. I used the landmass, and I used the Olmec face itself, and more of the landmass when I point out the basalt. West Africa don't have no basalt deposits right there. The basalt in Africa is on the east side of Africa, and it ain't that much of it. So, yeah, buddy. We ain't even going to start. Let me get you the receipt, and then I'll share it. But when you're talking about the Olmec, like I said, you're talking about the Manding languages, man. The Manding languages literally is the mother and the father of every Chinese. When the Mandinka, right? Because they always say, oh, if you do a DNA test right now, right? Watch this. They'll say, oh, you're from West Africa or whatever like that. You're from West Africa. But then they'll say, oh, you're from one of the Mali tribes or one of the Mandinka tribes or this, that, and the third. But how can that be when the Mali tribes and all of them migrated into there? The Mandinka migrated into West Africa in the 1300s. It was called the Great Mandinka Migration. So ain't no you from West Africa. So if you did a DNA test and they told you from West Africa, you got lied to. Mm-hmm. You got lied to. Ask them where they migrated from before that. It's going to tell you Timbuktu. I got all those documents also. So we got Timbuktu for you. We got it all. We got the whole thing. Rock you all the way to sleep. That's what I'm saying. These people, all of this out of Africa, we come from monkey bones crap. That's horrible.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
been a
know.
big
They
discrepancy
literally,
in genealogy too. A lot of people was having a lot of different issues with the genealogy because they don't know where to start. You know what I mean?
yes, I do. Yes, I do know what you mean.
Let's bring in another receipt.
Yeah, I'm bringing you in another receipt right now. I'm trying to I'm giving you the we're going back into the Manding. Actually, when you talking about the, like I said, when you talk about the Olmec, the Manding languages come from the Mend. Mend um is the beginning, meaning like when a baby is crying for his milk or doesn't want something, like ba, ka, ra, all of that. That's the beginning of the languages. That's your chakra sounds. You see what I'm saying? We're talking about deep knowledge stuff. We ain't talking about some out of Africa stuff. Like I said earlier, though, now that we pointed out and showed unequivocally that this the Olmecs are not from Africa, let's deal with the so-called motherland. The motherland, that's two things you're saying right there. Is the mother means you're going to be sustained, right? And land, right? It means your land is fruitful and it's beautiful and it's got everything you need to support life indefinitely, right? So we're basically talking about the origin of people. So how in the world do you only have 67 rivers in your whole continent? You got 67 rivers in your whole continent, brother. We have in the Americas, let me show it to you. I'm going to give you the John, my screen share for you. We have literally hundreds of thousands, man. We're going to give it to you right now. Here you go. Here comes the pain. This one going to hurt. This going to hurt. Bad. As you can see here, America has more than 250,000 rivers, coursing more than 3 million miles and serving as integral trade routes, borders, passageways, sewers, and sinks. In fact, there's only 5 states in North America that don't have rivers as borders. Little fun fact for you. Here go another fun fact for you. Here go. So we got the 3 million, didn't we? 3 million miles, right? Here we go. Zoom you right on in, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, my bad. Zoom you right on in. South America has another 2.7 million square miles, making it the largest watershed in the world. Huh? So, by my count, that's almost 6 million miles of rivers. Let's talk to you. Africa, how many rivers are in here? There are more than 7 rivers in Africa. Actually, there are 67 rivers. So, out of those 67 rivers, that will equal up to about 10,000 kilometers, which equals out to around 6,800 hundos. You got 6,800 miles of river. 6,800. You see, we have 6 million, and we created those rivers. People say, oh, what do you mean? You created the rivers? Yeah, you created rivers now? Yes, we created the rivers. You ever been to Serpent Mound? Yeah, they're earthworks. They're earthworks. We created those rivers. That's why we weren't catching the diseases the Europeans, Asians, and Africans was catching. That's why Africa has a drought there today. This is what they're not telling you. Africa, you got a drought there today because you got our crops. It hurt you more than it helped you. You see, because when you got our crops, your population started booming. That's what happened. Before that, y'all was dying off. You was sick and suffering. You, the Europeans, not only that, you was dying off, but your babies wasn't living past 5 years old. It's like 70-some% of them. You wasn't healthy. You ain't on the mom. So when you start getting our crops, right, you ain't like here. You see, you got them artificially. So your population started booming, and you don't got the rivers. We didn't create enough on there yet. Us having all those rivers like that shows clearly that we been on these lands for hundreds of millions of years, longer than anywhere. That's just a fact. Just the earth speak. You got to shut up. That's real. That's real. 67, I'll tell you what. You take the choice. Whether you go into your house where it's 67 rivers or you go into a house where it's 250,000 of them. You ain't even got there ain't no question. You got to ask me. I'm going to use my common sense and show you very clearly. Your population boomed in those rivers. You pooping in the same rivers that you swim in. You see, we had sewers, sinks. Some of the joints we just drank from, washed from. You don't have that. You see, you was artificially inseminated, Africa, by our fruits, our vegetables. Ain't no way. It's impossible that you're the mother. In fact, really, man, I could go on and on and on. I want to leave something for y'all to go ahead and bite down on them receipts. Y'all sign that there, all y'all, you bring that. Man, you ain't going to bring it because you see me dropping this kind of profound stuff. You know it ain't going to be no cakewalk. I'm going to embarrass you. So, yeah. You looked at the water. I talked about the food out of 640 crops grown, 640 food crops. I want to be specific because they'll be like, hold on, no, they got certain plants that are old. No, I'm talking about food crops that sustain the planet. Man, let me show you something. Talking about food crops that sustain the planet now. We ain't talking about no, oh, they got this, they got, no, man. is your food crops, like right now in Mesopotamia. Right now in Mesopotamia, right? They say that's the cradle of civilization. Mesopotamia means land between two rivers. And you ain't got no rivers over there, man. Why would they be talking about rivers? That ain't from there. I already showed that in my other videos, how those Sumerian hieroglyphics, I showed and read those things properly, showed how they that is the milpa planting system that he is planting, and that is how we planted the oldest forest on the planet, period. And that forest was during the fish period. I forget the exact name of it, but it was the time of the fish. You see the Sumerians with the fish suit on and all of that. So you go digging on that yourself. You're gonna find out some real stuff. I'll show you that. I got receipts for all of it, man. This is a different type of animal you're dealing with. Look, watch this. They're gonna make me do it. They're gonna make me do it to them. Z Energy.
We have an issue down in my area on the blockage on the internet. I don't know why. Big time. That's that
Whoa.
sun.
Yo, look, that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell these people. Look, the real origins of these things, you can't go into these white people's book. You going into these white people's 95% of published books today are written by the white folks. 95% of them. I ain't say the other 5 was written by melanated you melanated people neither. See, I never said nothing about that. So we got to start writing our own books. But no worries, because I got a book coming out soon. It's going to be called The Greatest Story Never Told. And we about to cut up on that.
And the thing about that, and the thing about this, the books, how these European teachers came about, they taught everybody the information that was backwards, and so to speak, it was just errors and misinformation about the history. They ain't really was telling us the real information. So they really was trying to convert another so-called information that was pertaining to their truth, but it's not the truth. You know what I mean? So that's why all this information came about, how the history was redone in misinformation.
Absolutely. So, yeah, even the oldest forest on the planet is here, like I was mentioning earlier. That, you can't really get away from these things when you're looking at the planet. Then you can carbon date really what's happening here. Africa, I think their forest is like 8 or something on the list of being the oldest on the planet. We have like 4 of the top 5. Literally. I wouldn't even, I'm not joking with you, but check this out. I'm going to show you some more about that right now. I'm going to give it all to you, man. We ain't going to hold nothing back. Let's go. Y'all see this? Z Energy, you want to do a little bit of reading on this?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Let's go.
All right, we got a scientists have discovered the world's oldest forest and its radical impact on life. The fossil roots was helped to suck up carbon from the atmosphere, fundamentally changing the climate.
Fundamentally changing the climate, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. What's the Scientists have discovered the world's oldest forest in an abandoned quarry near Cairo, New York. Now, if Cairo and Egypt don't even got no trees, Cairo and Egypt don't even have no, they have a lack of timber, you see? And you know the Egyptians, they depicted themselves with a piece of coal, don't you? Walk with me now, don't lose me. Watch this. In a quarry near Cairo, New York, not Africa. The 385 million year old rock contained the fossilized woody roots of dozens of ancient trees, right? The find marks the turning point in Earth's history. When trees evolved these roots, see, and we're going to get into all of what they say, and we're going to show you how you can just, they tell on themselves without, you have to have the information though. I'm going to show you. Look, when trees evolve these roots, they help pull carbon dioxide from the air, lock it away, radically shifting the plant's climate and leading to the atmosphere we know today. We ain't gonna be playing with these people, y'all. It ain't just a fossil forest like, oh man, that's cool. Keep it pushing. No, it's responsible for the how we can breathe today. But at that time, it pulling the CO2, it was giants here. So there was giants here. Even at that time, there were giant bugs and all that. I want y'all to do your own research. I ain't going to give you all the information, but I want to show you something. Let's keep going. Here's the depiction of it. This is the quarry, okay? Watch this. Here we go. You got this? G Energy?
Yeah, I got it. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I got the trees that grew a few of millions of years after the Quarry forest have also had the indirect impact on modern climate. Barry has the previous written too as well.
Right. I got you. Okay. Okay, Barry has previously written about the fossilized remains of the forest formed the coal that fueled the Industrial Revolution in Europe and North America. Right up in your face, right here. You see that? So that is why ain't they going to Africa to do all these things? In fact, Egypt today, that's over in Africa, you get all your coal from us, boss. You see what I'm saying? This is not the first time Barry and his colleagues have explored a primitive forest. In the 19th century, researchers discovered a fossil forest in Gilboa, New York. You see, about 40 kilometers from the Cairo site, containing a 382 million year old specimen. There it is in your face, right here. That's what the word quarry means. Want to give you all the situation. Okay. There's the actual fossilized depiction of a leaf, which is really cool. If y'all want to zoom in, we can. Y'all want to zoom into that? Let's get a zoom in. That is crazy. That is wild. So here we go. I mean, yes. I mean, come on now. Here we go, right here. None of the trees in the old woods reproduce using multicellular seeds, the researchers wrote. Instead, produce offspring using single-cell spores. There were 3 types of trees in the ancient forest. Y'all go ahead and screenshot that document now. Huh? Researchers wrote reveals a key milestone in Earth's climate history. Come on now. We ain't done with you. Now, this is a whole nother, as you go into, you looking into this, John, it's going to show you something. Discovered in a limestone quarry. You see? You see? The other John, it just said a quarry. Nah, good brother. We going to get everything. We going to milk you till you dry when we get this information off you. You can't escape this. Discovered in a limestone quarry. All that remains of a, look, and we got an extra million year now here on this one. You see that? 386 million years. I've seen them see 387 million years too. So your forests are some fossilized root network in Cairo, New York, limestone quarry. You see it long ago. The giant trees, because giants planted them. Of the ancient forest likely covered the region stretching into Pennsylvania and beyond. Now, they don't want to tell you everything. See, and beyond, like Buzz Lightyear type shit. To infinity and beyond. You don't know where the fuck you don't know what it is. The researchers wrote, right?
Yeah.
And they were about 2 to 3 million years older than the previous record holder for most ancient forests, discovered 25 miles west in Gilboa, right here, right? But right here is the kicker, y'all. This is where you can't escape. You can't escape nothing no more. Look, it is surprising. Remember that word, surprising, to see plants which are previously thought to have a mutually exclusive habitat preferences growing together.
All this coming from the motherland. Motherland information.
Shows you right there. That is the milpa planting system, ladies and gentlemen, and that is amazing. That is the milpa planting system up in your face.
I love it. I love it because it makes a lot of sense, and a lot of people don't really see it until you start doing the research. Once you start doing the research, you can start connecting all this information, and all this information going to start connecting to other information that's available. You know what I'm saying?
Watch, I'm gonna let y'all see the trees right now. I'm gonna give y'all the trees, the 3 trees. Look, watch. Y'all see them trees? They are completely different. All of those trees. Look how different. Oh my God. That our ancestors are amazing. Look at them. Look. They look like our different hairstyles, kind of. Look like the shag on the top and coming around the side and the back. But look, ladies and gentlemen, the ancestors trying to tell you. They left so many things for us. It's crazy, man. Is that wild or what?
Love it, man.
That right there, what I just showed you, is the milpa planting system. It's the ancient system. I'll show you real quick for the people who never seen it.
If you're just not coming on in, you'll actually see Earth receipts, and he's dropping all the receipts, and including on his TikTok as well.
Yeah, it's on a cracker. Here it come. Here come the receipts. I don't play. That's why these people don't want to do. I done ran through all of the TikTok. I ran through the whole platform. Now there ain't nobody left, and I'm still licking my chops. That's why I want a piece of these side netter dudes now. Let's go. I want the best miners on the planet, because
they're coming out the woodwork.
That right there, boss. You see that? I'm gonna show you in the Sumerian John right here. You see that? Can y'all see that? Huh? Yeah. Milpa planting system, ladies and gentlemen. Maize, squash, beans. Get familiar with it right here. The 3 sisters. That's the same thing they planted with 3 different things. Come on, man. Come on. Somebody better appreciate. Somebody better walk with me now. Somebody better walk with me now.
Okay.
Don't have me looking crazy now.
Okay.
You made me. Rock with me now. Look. 3 sisters. This makes your soil more fertile. The energy of them being together. You don't even barely have to water this or nothing. You don't need no pesticide. You don't need none of that when you use this. The birds, all the insects, they won't mess with it. They ain't gonna mess with it. And this is an offering to the planet. In fact, this is what you see the Sumerians doing. We planted the Amazon rainforest with it. Here it go right here. Home garden, plant tree nursery, milpa agriculture, right up in your face. Let's keep going all the way around the program. Look, 50 years plus, going all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. You see that? I ain't done. I ain't done. You see that too, right? Because look, this is a picture I took myself, but y'all all have seen this before. Y'all seen it. They say that's pine cone, and some people say it. Some have said it's maize, but what they don't tell you is this. Excuse me. That is maize. It's not no pine cone. Forget about the pine cone. That's not ever a pine cone. All right, it's maize. He's not showing you this right here is very, very profound. What they're trying to show you here, because they don't ever show you the rest of this right here. You see him picking that maize, right? This is squash and beans right here, y'all. Look, I'm gonna zoom in on it. See the beans and the squash growing up, right? Growing up. See it?
Correct.
You see? That is the milpa planting system. That also, that's the milpa planting system, man.
So we can actually say this is the true mother of all civilization, the starting point for all fruits and vegetables, veggies, everything. Everything comes from
Yes.
here.
I'll show you the Sumerian. That don't come from Africa. The milpa planting system is an ancient planting system from hundreds of millions of years ago. I literally just showed it right in the hieroglyphic itself. That's why them people don't want to come over here get that smoke, that earth smoke, because it's going to hit different. I left a little bit in there, but I ain't want to drop all the receipts. Z Energy, he the God. So, you know, of course, when he say, yo, Earth, man, come drop them receipts on here, of course, I'm going to drop history makers up here. Definitely. History makers.
Everything resides. I love everything you drop on the TikTok, plus the receipts. And a lot of them ain't even, a lot of these so-called Pan-Africans ain't really coming with the receipts. I have never seen one of them that even state a receipt just yet. All I hear is the talk and the flapping out the mouth, and they Google searching, looking into the master dictionaries, and all this information from different parts of the Google. And we know who run Google as well. So we have to really look hard into this information when we want to fact check somebody.
Absolutely. I mean, these people are leaving out all this. This is stuff they leave out. Hold up, you left this out. In fact, when they talk about like the origin of people and they say like people evolved in Africa, what do they say? What's the origin? They say something about from 200,000 years ago to 100,000 years ago, people evolved in Africa. And I'm like, what? How? How could you evolve when there's no plants or animals on Africa at that time? It makes no sense. You have at that time from 195,000 years ago from 195,000 years ago to 123,000 years ago, you have something called marine isotope stage 6. It rendered the whole African continent cool and arid, unsuitable for plants and animals that Homo sapiens ate. So how could you be evolving there?
I want to hear a response for that. Somebody out of Pan African.
I have that receipt if you want to see it real quick, because
Yes.
I don't want to just be acting like I'm just spitballing. Nah, I'm gonna drop the receipt so you can know what's going to happen if you even dare to take that debate, bro. It's gonna, I'm gonna make you look like your college education was a waste of time. But pardon my GED though, Dr. Umar or whoever else want to come see me. Pardon my GED.
Yeah.
My good enough diploma. My general efficiency diploma. Pardon that. Pardon me. While I get this marine isotope stage 6, man. Pardon me while I get the marine isotope stage 6 out, man.
Exactly.
They ain't gonna like this one. Let me just get it so they can not have nothing else to say about it. All right, here we go. I got you lined up. Watch this. Okay, so let me drop these because we were just talking about it, and I want to make sure everybody knows we got those receipts. And then we're going to hit you with marine isotope. We ain't going to play with them. Let's not play with them. Right here, look. 1400s, world population grew more steadily. One reason was the food crops that had come from the Americas to Asia, Europe, and Africa. Right there. Here go the Manding Languages receipt. Man, does request for something wanted or needed, or request to end something undesirable. Excuse me. Manding is one of the first forms of communication naturally acquired, observed as early as birth. For example, when a baby cries for food or comfort from his mother. You see? And those languages, the men languages are Arabic, Brazilian, Chinese, right? Look, Croatian, Czech, Danish, Dutch, European, and Spanish. That's all the Manding languages the Olmecs are responsible for. Here go that migration I was telling y'all about. Began in the later part of the 13th century. There you go. Okay. Okay, and I told you, and it says, look, I'm going to show you that John real quick. And it says, Mandinka migrated from Timbuktu. They don't know where Timbuktu is, but we know where Timbuktu is. Here it is right there. Like I told you, we have the receipts for all of it. There it is, Timbuktu. And guess where that is, ladies and gentlemen? Guess where this is, ladies and gentlemen? Right next to the oldest forest on the planet.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Don't ever disrespect me right here. I got every receipt. But let's get into that marine isotope, John. I'm gonna give you that joint.
Going here, grasshoppers surfing at the wild with that one.
The marine isotope. There's our thousands of pyramids, and here we go. Look. Around the world, we got everything. We got everything. Look, there's the Asian pyramids, like I was saying earlier. There are nearly 40 known pyramids, you see, in Asia. That's the Asian joints. Hold on, let me minimize you, and then I got you. Let me stop that real quick and get the actual receipt for you, so you don't gotta go through every receipt. I got you. No worries. Y'all clearly see, like, oh snap, yo, Earthspeaks different with it. I'm gonna show you. Yeah,
you bringing the pain, man.
We bringing it on home. We're gonna bring it on home. Let me give you this marine isotope. There's so many. Oh yeah. I ain't even get into the water shortages in Africa, man. Y'all got a hard way to go with that, man. because you ain't trying to understand what you need to actually do. You feel me? Like, you ain't trying to understand what you need to actually do as a people to that landmass. You see, you ain't doing what's required to, be done. Point blank. Jeez, hold up. I got something better for you. Watch this. Because I don't want to take too long on this receipt. But I got so many receipts, you already know. It's like,
I'm loving how the marine isotope how you broke that receipt down right there.
I got it right here. Here it go right here. I just found it. Here we go.
I
Y'all
love that
ready?
receipt
Y'all
right
ready
there.
for that
Yeah,
receipt?
yeah.
Y'all ready for that receipt? Put a 1 in the chat. Here it go, man. You ready for that receipt? Put a 1 in the chat, and I'll share my screen about it, man. We got all the receipts, man. I wasn't planning on getting into none of this. That's why I didn't have it all queued up. But here we are. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Between 195,000 and 123,000 years ago, the planet was locked in an ice age known as Miss 6, marine isotope stage 6, rendering much of the African continent cool and arid, unsuitable for plants and animals that Homo sapiens ate. So let me ask you, how are you evolving in Africa? It don't make no sense. How are you evolving in Africa if you don't? It makes no sense. There's the John for y'all getting our crops and the John going up. Here it is. Like, I got every receipt. I mean, who gonna answer these questions, man? Who? Which one of those Pan Africans? I would love that. I mean, I ain't gonna drop every single receipt because I want to give them something to bite down on. You bite down on that right there, and I'm gonna tell you right now, those diamonds in the back, they're endless. They're endless. They're endless. Miss 6. That's right. For all the people who don't know what that is, there's no way that people could have evolved in Africa during Miss 6. That they say that people evolved from 100,000, 200,000 years ago to 100,000 years ago in Africa, then migrated out of there. Like, what? You just make all of the. You just literally made it all up. Made it all up. Like, but yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what else they want to
Yeah,
do or say
I just
about
like
that.
how the fact when you broke down the ice age, the Miss 6, how everything is hard to grow in the sub temperature over there, but everything's growing fast over here in growth, which is in our homeland.
Exactly. Meanwhile, during Miss 6, during this time, we have a 55 million year old hyper dominant rainforest that is a food pantry and a medicine cabinet that somebody had to put there. I said that on Sinetter's John, and they were like, "What are you saying, son? How did that predates the hominids, and who put it there?" And I'm like, "What are you? You're out here teaching people? If it predates the hominids, it's black folks. Black folks were the only people on the planet at that time. There's nobody else on the planet. So only can be you melanated people. Period. That's it."
So,
yeah.
Another thing, can you go into how the food that we had to help out other different different civilizations, how we help other civilizations, and also how our food was like, the supply.
Well, I got a huge upload that time right there. Huge one, bro. Yes, I can. And I will get into it right now with you. The food is everything, man. Everybody acting like that ain't nothing. What you mean? It's everything.
That's the only way you're
If you're
gonna
gonna if you're gonna trace migrations, you gotta trace what people eat, man.
I feel like we was the Walmart of everything.
That's absolutely a fact. Let me see. I got so much. Okay, here we go. Right here. Here we go. This right here. This receipt is a man. This gonna hurt. This gonna hurt. Y'all, the people, the naysayers, all you Pan Africans, all of this. I'll show you something. Today, you're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn whether you like it or not. Get over here. Get over here, boy. After the 1400s, the world population grew more steadily. One reason was food, obviously, because if you're going to trace someone's migration, you need to trace what they eat. New crops that had come from the Americas, the Asia, Europe, and Africa during the 1600s contributed to the population growth on these continents.
Big fact.
Excuse me. The America's indigenous population, however, was decimated by disease, but which were brought there by the European colonizers, which was true, but they try to act like we're extinct. Oh no, the Lucayan, they're extinct. There'll never be another Lucayan and ever again, you know. And their stories. Meanwhile, I'm in the stream the other night, and the girl comes in there. She's Lucayan. What you mean? Meanwhile, we're right here in your face. So here it goes right here. Brought here, y'all brought all the diseases, sexually transmitted diseases, all that shit. Some of the sexually transmitted diseases you can only get one way. But you know, most of them all of them you can get only one way. But some of them come from lizards. Lizards, yes, and you can only get it from one way. Reptiles, like that's these people. And doing cat fucking and all that kind of shit. Look, during the agriculture and industrial. Now, this is where it's going to get ugly. See, during the agricultural and industrial revolutions. Now we just broke down how they got that done. They used our crops. They took the coal from the ancient forest and funded the industrial revolution, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Child life expectancy improved dramatically. The percentage of children born in London who died before the age of 5 decreased from 74.5% in 1730 to 1749 to 31% in 1810 to 1829.
Teach God.
Showing you right there clearly, your babies wasn't even making it past 5. And the ones that did make it probably wasn't that healthy. You see, that means when you got our crops, your children started being able to birth at a higher rate. Because you got milk from mommy again. Made you healthy because you was going through bubonic plague and most shit. In fact, Europe's population doubled, almost 200 million during, almost 200 million, doubled to almost 200 million during the 18th century, right? And doubled again during the 19th century.
Mm-hmm.
So you triple cheeseburger We responsible for your triple cheeseburger.
Don't forget wash. Gotta show them how to wash.
We had to show you how to wash because you ain't the same rivers you swimming in, you shitting in.
Gotta show them how to make a bar of soap.
Man, they don't want that smoke. What say you? I'll tell you what. All the Pan-Africans, y'all go ahead and get up out our way and you go on over there. You don't need to tell us about it no more. Go build some rivers over there and get to work. Get to work. You got a lot of work to do, homie. That's why, look, your consciousness is no longer needed no more. Side netter and all y'all. You're becoming obsolete. I'm going to put it to bed.
You already know, God.
We already know.
This is the define of a fact statement because they gonna learn today. They gonna learn.
Hey, so yeah, listen, we dropping the book too because we need books. We need books. I'm gonna be dropping. I dropped a 5-part series. It's gonna be on ebooks and all of that stuff. It's about to start drop. We're about to drop that. So stay tuned for that. It's called The Greatest Story Never Told. So go check that out. Yeah, we're gonna trip out on that, man. I got so much. There's so many receipts. It's not even funny, man.
Hey, you got people on the floor right now, Earth, about what you were saying.
What?
The double cheeseburger and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, what you got to say? Because you ain't triple cheeseburgering off of you.
Oh, man. Got to roll the part that one.
You double bubbled. You double bubbled. It said it. It said you double bubbled. Then you triple cheeseburgered. The next hundo. We ain't doing this. Yes, you got to answer these questions, man. It's you trying to hide. They trying to hide that they driving the mom. They driving the motherland right now. You got the wheel because you snuck the wheel in your hand is what you did. But now it's over. That's over. Because your mind frame, the sun returned. You see they starting to bubble up and all that. The hellish beings. You bubbling up. You bubbling up.
Carbon killing it.
It's bubble time for you. Yeah, you see the sun, sixth sun. I told y'all in the last Z Energy, John. Didn't I tell y'all? I said it. I said you're gonna know why there was only you melanated people on this planet. You're gonna see why. You're gonna see why.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
I want to pay divine honors to the universe, man. Divine honors to the sun. Divine honors to our ancestors, and divine honors to our planet. And peace to the gods and the goddesses of this whole thing. We ain't playing no more, y'all. This ain't gonna be no more play games. It's over. Where are you at, doctor? Where are the doctors at? Huh? Dr. Umar, all these other dudes. Where are you at? Stand on your content.
They got to follow master orders right now.
Master got you jumping around. You doing everything. When we doing it, they don't want to do it. Especially now, side netter, all you other dudes, bald head dude, I forget your name, bald head dude with the glasses, bald head dude with a sash around your jaw. We don't wear that over here. We don't wear that. That's African. Stay over there, teach them.
They giving you the old Samuel L. They giving the Samuel Jackson look. They giving the Samuel Jackson look off of the Django movie. Definitely, man. This is definitely a clean up for Mother Earth right now because there's a lot of things that's taking place on this planetary shiftment. The planetary shiftment is moving. It's moving, man. The sun is actually scorching. It's burning people. People going to the hospital. People falling out left and right. Then you got people that actually is carbon combustion right now. We ain't talking about that right now. So, hey, This is the prophecy of the Hopi that's coming to real life truth situation. And everybody know that what we saying right now is nothing but the truth. And the truth is going to speak out either way it goes. I mean, we're going to do it. We're going to roast you. We're going to be prepared for you anywhere it go. This is the Dudley brothers right here. All day long. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah. Ain't nobody playing no games with these people, man. That whole thing, that whole Africa. So now you literally, when you talking out of Africa, that means you saying that you just believe this dude, the Darwin theory of monkeys. That's what you saying. You believe in monkey stuff. You got a better chance saying we came from the ocean or something like that, fish, or then I will hear you out. But you talking monkey business. When you start talking that monkey business, when the problem is this is the problem, y'all. Really, they want our origins to be their origins, and it's just not what it is. We've been here for hundreds of millions of years, longer than you. We made you. We created you. It's a fact. You come from us. Like, they hate when you say that. They're like, no, we are the superior race. Superior at what? Because you ain't to the sound or nothing. So if you ain't to the sound and you don't got no, that means you're not of the, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you talking about? What are you superior, man? You have to say that because you feel like you're not superior. It's a thing. You have a thing. You want to get on the couch and lay down and we'll hash it out and talk it out. Because you got problems, but you over here acting like you in our neighborhoods, and we need to fix the problem with black folks and how does all of that. No, you need to fix that you have hunted things to extinction. You will get up in the middle of the night, go in the middle of the woods and sit up in a tree, just hoping to be able to take a life off of the planet. Just, at 100 times, you might take down 5 deer if you go hunting. But just for the prospect of you being able to take a life, you eat breakfast and everything before you come out the house. You ain't hungry. You ain't hungry. You say, oh, it's just for sport. It's for sports, so it makes everything okay. Oh. Got you, man. Sure. It's not like sport fishing, is it? Not like you can shoot them and then get them back up and be like, oh, yeah, I got you. No. You want sport fit? You want sport shoot? Do that. Get some paintballs. But yeah, here we go. That's why. That's the whole thing with that. They got to cut that. They civilize this stuff out. You don't possess civilization. When you came here, we saved your filthy life. Our rivers, you hold your bass tournaments on them. We created them. You just fished them. That's it. And that's real.
I'll be surprised. They're gonna reach out probably by next week. They're gonna want to battle you for this information.
Listen, I'm not even gonna bring none of this up. I'm gonna do a whole new joint on them.
It's coming.
I'm gonna bring it right out the colonizer mouth theirself. And then because some of them are Hebrew Israelites, and we don't even want to get into. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I'm gonna show. I ain't dropping it tonight, but I'm gonna hurt your feelings. So bring the Hebrew Israelite thing, bring it all on, and I'm gonna literally shut your whole. You ain't even, man.
Yeah.
We went over a little skim the surface. Z Energy, we always doing lives together. Like we doing lives, and he's in my live. I come in his live, like so. We all know like the information that I be dropping. Like this is new to the planet, really, but it ain't new to TikTok platform. You see what I'm saying? So we literally, I'm over 105,000 people on TikTok. So we are acting crazy over there. But now we're moving our stuff to the other platforms and we laying down the information here. So can't nobody play with it around. We want to take on the best minds on the planet. You're going to have to adjust your stance. I'm not saying that you don't have good information, some people, but when you're talking about the origin, brother, you don't want that smoke. You talk about the origin, you don't want that smoke. You need to cut that out. Because like I told them before, you better know the dirt. Because if you don't know the dirt, you're going to get sucked up. That's why I just left it at that. I ain't really go into it no further than that because I got too much to go into. You get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate you having me on, Z Energy. Thank you.
Due to the little technical Wi-Fi issues, we still made it through. We still presented the information right before everybody. Much love to everybody. Much love to everybody on the platform. Much love to everybody on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all of it. We showing nothing but love. We bringing nothing but that real information, divine information from the cosmic knowledge from my ancestors. We acknowledge the ancestors on the land, and also we still gonna keep on bringing the pain. You know what I'm saying? It's a tag team match. So hey, if you want to bring it. The belt right here.
Oh, by the way, and I know Z Energy wants to talk about because we're gonna be having Goddess Empowerment Month coming up.
Yeah, definitely.
So the Goddess Empowerment Month, because we're gonna start making our own months. We don't need to wait for them to make our months and all of that. Oh yeah, this is no, today is this and that is tomorrow is 4th of July. Nah, look, you don't get to tell us what our months are. You don't get to tell us nothing about nothing. So we're about to start making our own months, starting off with Goddess Appreciation Month. We're going to be doing that whole month. You see what I'm saying? We're just laying that down right now. We don't want to just talk about it. We want to do something about it. So we're going to be I'm certainly going to be bringing it up a lot more. We're going to let you know what month we set. We're going to talk and get with the goddesses and see what month they want. But we're going to be having our own. We want to empower the goddesses to move in a different direction than they have these. They have right. Not all of them, but some of them. You know, and the TV is is influencing a lot of our younger gods and goddesses. But we want to focus on the goddesses because they drive everything, and we want to not let them have their hooks in our generations anymore. Without us paying attention and us not really caring. You see what I'm saying? We gotta have that. So, I just bringing that up just to put it out there and let y'all know that month will be in the next couple months. We're gonna we're gonna nail that down, get with the goddesses, take the vote, and make sure it's goddesses approved before we go ahead and just be doing our own thing as just men. You know what I mean? Up here, gods, and just doing our thing. So, all right.
Just be real respectful for the ancestors and Mother Earth at this time. So we all going through a planetary shift right now. So Earth is still cleansing as we speak. But much love to Mother Earth and the ancestors and Earth for bringing nothing but that hot information. You already know he gonna bring it. Peace to the gods and goddess out there.
Oh yeah, we ain't done, man. By the way, man, to all you would-be teachers out there, I'm just getting on warmed up with you. So we ain't come to participate. We come to take over, and that's what we're gonna do. Our consciousness is not gonna abide the old consciousness that you still walking around with. That's it. I appreciate you having me up, Z Energy. Really, thank you.
Y'all already know Earth. I definitely want to be back next week. We're gonna just bring some more new receipts and new information. Some downloads that you got for your ancestors, everything, man. We just gonna hit them with the cause every time.
Absolutely. I'm all down with that. I'm all down with that. We'll cover a couple other topics. Just whatever you want to go get into. I have a myriad of different receipts and topics we can go into, and
People loving your philosophy, man, already.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do, man. Thank you for everybody that joined today, man. You could have been anywhere, but y'all came and hung out with us. So I appreciate y'all taking the time. This ain't my information. You know what I mean? This ain't mine. This has been barricaded. Like, yeah, I'm probably the first person that, I am the first person to bring this up, but this has been barricaded from you. You know what I mean? They barricaded the information, and but this is yours. So give that to your children. Make sure they don't have no handle on our kids. You see what I'm saying? That's what's important. And
It's that new generation, man. Like
absolutely,
I'm saying, we different from the new age of ancestors. We real different. We ain't holding back. We definitely ain't finna back down. So ain't no
absolutely,
small. Yeah,
yeah.
we ain't nothing soft
A,
about us, man.
a
Nothing.
lot more of our people that's in the spotlight needs to start realizing that they the ancestor. You see what I'm saying? You an ancestor. Okay, you might be able to play basketball, or you might be able to sing good, or you might be able to do that, and you make a lot of money doing these things. But you got to realize that ain't a legacy to me. Just because you can sing good. What did you change? How did you change anything? What? I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about in general. Or did you just go with the flow? And that's what many people, they don't want to disrupt the bag. That's right. They don't want to disrupt the bag, so they don't say nothing. But it's when every time you do that, somebody dies. That's what you don't realize, because you didn't realize you were an ancestor, and you let it keep going and keep going. Then the next person do it because he's seen you do it and look up to you. So there's too much of that going on in a situation. And a lot of these people be multi-millionaire, almost billionaires, and they still doing it. Like, you still, after only, that's the only thing that you care about is the bag. Then you literally are indoctrinated by them people. See?
Definitely, definitely.
So thank you,
Yeah.
man. Thank you,
Yo,
brother.
yeah. Yo, peace to everybody. Much love, blessing to everybody, abundance to everybody. Keep your head up. Stay in a high vibration at all times. Just know that we all love. You know what I'm saying? If
Absolutely.
you anything that you want, you can manifest it through great inspiration and great visual. So much love to everybody. To the
Absolutely.
ancestors, peace, peace. Yo,
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me on again, man. Thanks a lot, man. Hey, peace to all my people that's in the comments. Peace to y'all. It's much love. I'm gonna get going, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all coming this evening, man. Thank you. Check me out on the Earthspeaks on TikTok. Check me out on YouTube. YouTube is where I'm going to be laying most of my stuff from now on. So check out. I did drop some of the some videos on there, so go check that out. Like I said, I got the book coming out soon. The greatest story never told. That's gonna be a oh man. It talks about some of the things we brought up today. So yeah, it's a book of things that never been said, never been said, never been brought up. They don't want to rock the boat. Thank you. I appreciate that, Vanessa. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Love and respect. For real. Go get them. Go get all the people from the side netter. Go get them. Cause they just got destroyed by the god by
Dane
uh
Calloway destroyed them
Dane.
already.
Dane destroyed them, and now I want, if there's some meat left on the bone, I'm coming to take out whatever's left. I'm about to make it unequivocal, because Dane, I respect. Shout out to Dane. I respect his game and what he do. You see what I'm saying? We just do it differently. You see what I'm saying? I go all the way to the back. I go all the way to 380 some million years, and then I'm working to him, and he working right from the tribes, and you know what I mean. So it's only a matter of time before you get sacked. See what I'm
I,
saying?
I,
And that's
I
it
spoke to
completely.
Dana like some couple weeks back when he was on his live stream, man. I'm definitely, man. I'm trying to reach out to him, man. Much love to my boy Dane, your boy
Word,
Z.
word.
All right.
Shout out to the guy. That's what it is, man. Thank you, man. Thanks again, brother. Thank you, brother.
All right, peace, y'all.
Peace. Peace to the gods and the goddesses, as always. Oh, yeah, baby.